This is Debbie Bronkeman from connect.faith, and I'm here with Misty Sturm. And we're going to talk today about a concert that you did a while back.
I was a cantor at St. James Episcopal on the Upper East Side of Manhattan. And we had a service there called Candlelight Communion. And I was able to bring in music that I thought would be uplifting and inspirational to the congregation. And I had the privilege of also contracting instrumentalists. And so during that process, I cantored that service for a number of years. And over those years, I started to kind of collate all my favorite songs and put them just in a folder in the back of my head where I would just every now and then be like, that's really one of my favorites. And I would just kind of tuck it away. My husband, Ike Sturm, arranged that piece years ago, and we've sung it for different church services and concerts all over the world. Actually, we've toured when we've done Ike's Jazz Mass in Norway and Germany. We put that one on the program because it is such a familiar tune and a lot of people know it. You don't realize it until it's gone, like the ability to sing together all in one space or even clap together and keep the beat together. And what the science has shown that when people sing together and breathe together, that their heartbeats actually start to line up, that their pulse rate becomes even and steadier, that like any of the disparities that the singing together actually creates like a baseline for what people are not bass BASS, but a baseline for people's for like our internal rhythms. And I believe it after singing in a choir, when you're really collaborating with people and how you just kind of become of one mind and of one heart. I think the text for You'll Never Walk Alone, the first line is, when you walk through a storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. Mm-hmm. And I think we all individually have storms that we're walking through all the time, everybody has their own struggle, and you never really know just from looking at someone what their struggle might be. The idea of you'll never walk alone, of course, in the greater sense of the pandemic, that you aren't alone, we're together in this, but then also for Black Lives Matter, that finally I feel like people are starting to open their eyes and see, like, we all have to be in this together in order for change to really happen. So You'll Never Walk Alone is just a song of hope in every aspect.
And then the prayer, can you tell us a little bit about that one?
A little bit about the prayer. I first heard it, I believe, with Celine Dion and Josh Groban, I think. And so Sara Caswell is a great friend and violinist, and so I had played with her at St. James and other occasions, and we kind of arranged it so that we were calling and echoing those phrases musically together. It's funny, I have really enjoyed reading and listening to Brené Brown, but the idea that, like, asking for prayer and being vulnerable is like one of the bravest things that you can do. But in my mind, I'm saying, like, oh, well, if I'm asking for prayer, I'm showing weakness. Okay. When in reality, it's like, no, you're being brave by trusting that the people you're with are gonna hold you up in that way.
I pray you will be our eyes and watch us where we go, and help us to be wise in times when we don't know. Let this be our prayer when we lose our way. each soul will find another soul to love. Let this be our prayer. Just like every child need to find a place. Guide us with your grace. Give us faith and keep us safe. May the fairy care I choose Sento che ci
So if people were trying to find out more about you and the things that you do, where would they go or how would they look it up?
I guess they really couldn't.
I know you're not the social media person.
I don't do very much social media. I had a Facebook account that I very rarely post anything to. Now that I'm mostly teaching grammar school, I live vicariously through Ike. A lot of what Ike is doing, sometimes I make an appearance on there, ikesturm.com. And you could look me up on Facebook, Misty Sturm, but you would just probably see that I'm an elementary school teacher, and but I do love to sing, and I think more than anything, I love to share joy with people and be able to share joy through music.